going to buy a lot of Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin is we're going to go back into a serious bull market.
The Bitcoin has power law, which means it's a log channel that does this over time. Why does it do this bit? Why does it slow down? When it gets to network maturity? Well, it's interesting because Amazon never did that.
What's going on with this dog of an asset? He said Bitcoin is dog with fleas. That's what he said.
So once again, you're welcome to Crypto Lord Nathan's channel. Today we are diving deep into it. Bitcoin is a flag of tag. And once again, Bitcoin is looking for global market. This is from Paul Raoul and then what? And also analysis on CBN News, which is really, really powerful. Today we are diving deep to know what is really happening to the market. At now, I talk to you about Bitcoin is really, really down to the bottom here, creating another level of what? Bottom. If you really, really get it well with our previous video, you understand that we caused a video, and in the video, in the analysis we're playing out, we got to know that Bitcoin was really, really facing another bottom here, of which if you see the trend line that I've drawn, Bitcoin has really, really caused another lower low here, bottom that we have seen here. Yeah, so this is the news. We are bringing to you what is really currently happening to the market. Why is the market going down, and why is it important that you stick on either to your crypto wallet or either to you make more investment. This is not financial advice, okay? If you are new to our channel, do us a favor, take a few minutes, smash on the subscribe button, like and comment. Let's really push on. Subscribe to our channel, of course.
This dog of an asset. He said Bitcoin is dog with fleas. That's what he said. All right, I got a great stat for you guys. So if you go back on 1 year timeline, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, all the way to 10 years, every single year on that timeline, gold has outperformed the S&P. And why is that important? Because if you go back over a 5 or a 10 year time frame, Bitcoin and gold on the compound annual growth rate has been significantly outperforming. And the reason I bring that up is because we usually think of gold as not being super volatile, and we think of Bitcoin as being very, very volatile. But over these long time periods, what we find is that these assets actually do better than what are supposed to be the productive stocks. Now, that doesn't make investors feel good because Bitcoin hasn't been doing very well over the last 2 years. And so what I think people have to realize is that while AI stocks are flying and everyone's chasing momentum and it's hitting all-time highs, usually the thing that you want to be buying is the thing that's out of favor, that's going to come back into favor. So the big question is, if you think about Bitcoin, is the US government going to stop printing money? If they do not start printing money, which I don't think they're going to stop, that means that Bitcoin at some point in the future is going to be back. It'll be the pretty girl at the bar again. That's the catalyst.
So fast forward into our news, there is this breaking news that President Trump really said it here, posted by Altcoin Daily. He said President Trump sent bold message to crypto holders in America. Trump will never let crypto down. As we've continuously heard this news, and even as he says, Trump is saying, I will not let crypto down. I'll make America the capital city of digitalization of crypto, and I'll make sure that China and any other country does not implement or be the first to do so. This news was really posted by Donald Trump. He says that Gary Gensler and the anti-crypto army nearly destroyed the American crypto industry by driving Bitcoin, crypto perpetuals and innovations offshore, but Trump saved it. America is now the crypto capital of the world, yes, and builders and entrepreneurs are coming back to the United States where they belong. Under my leadership, we will codify a future-proof digital assets market structure that cannot undone by the crypto haters. The new frontier of finance is being built in America, and Trump will never let crypto down. President Donald J.B. Trump. This is the news from our United States of America president. Fast forward into this.
Nor did Google. They've just been log charts all throughout history. Why? Because Bitcoin is only competing for one thing, a share of global savings. So it can only ever get, by definition, to 100% of global savings, which it won't do. So it goes to eat a bit gold share, then it goes to eat a bit real estate share, etc. Right? Still, gigantic market. But when you're dealing with smart contracts, you're dealing with basically everything that organizes itself on the internet. And when you add in agents, it's an infinite TAM that goes on forever. So the layer ones just become a larger and larger share of everything. They're in the end all that's going to matter. Doesn't mean that Bitcoin doesn't matter, but you can't program it. So these things just become gigantic, capturing all of that value.
News again, as you know, as I show you the current market of BTC really is going on. Why is that always our focus is on BTC? Because the mother of all the crypto. Because if most of the crypto charts and other things, if you really look at trend wall, you know that it is following the trend of BTC. Meaning if there is any shock in the market concerning Bitcoin, the attack goes to Bitcoin, it really influences a lot of cryptocurrency. Fast forward, let's really go on here. If you see this news, try and like it for us as we go on here on the S account. What is it talking about here? He said Bitcoin could will rally higher to about $100,000 if rates are cut off very low. Secondly, Clarity Act passes. When Clarity Act passes, that is the only chances of we being able to access these things. That is what is very, very important. The literally all is it will take that is literally all it will take. That is literally all it will take here. All right. And then again, understand that Bitcoin, as we know, has its number of coins limited, 21 million coins as is sold to be mined. After it being mined, understand that if all the millionaires buy at least one coin, Bitcoin will be in scarcity. So this video talks about the scarcity or explains how scarce Bitcoin will be in the upcoming years.
Everyone, I'm Zach Wainwright, research analyst with Fidelity Digital Assets, and this is Chart Chatter. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin entering an era of scarcity. Let's dive right in. Here we have a good example of Bitcoin scarcity playing out over time. 5 public companies now hold nearly 1 million Bitcoin in total. By contrast, there is less than 1 million Bitcoin remaining to be mined. This speaks to the scarcity dynamics of Bitcoin that are unfolding over the years. And if this trend continues, we could see 2 million Bitcoin by Q2 2029. This speaks to the scarcity dynamics of Bitcoin that are unfolding over the years. And if this trend continues, we could see 2 million Bitcoin held by this cohort by Q2 2029. In contrast, there would be about 500,000 Bitcoin remaining to be mined at that time. So the supply and demand dynamics of Bitcoin are changing. And if you want to learn more, you can go to fidelitydigitalassets.com and learn more about this era of scarcity that we are entering.
Thank you very much. As you can see, last news I brought to you why someone predicted Ethereum price as 2029, 2023, 2030. That news is there. That picture, as you can see it on your screen as it is there. Someone predicted it in 2029. So per his scarcity level and his chart is really, really very, very key here. Meaningful waves, as we talk about here, the well-known Michael Saylor, the CEO and then the founder of Strategy, has really said something here. The news talk about it that about 55%, there's a 55% chance of Michael Saylor trying to sell his coin in this month of June. Is it possible? Comment down section. Let me know your thoughts about this one. And again, fast forward, I want us to listen to Michael Saylor, what he made, this massive prediction, talk about indeed what Bitcoin, the bullish moment it's about to come.
Going to buy a lot of Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin is we're going to go back into a serious bull market. I think the equity premiums are going to expand. I think the MNAV is going to expand. I think we're going to have, at 125,000 a Bitcoin, all of a sudden we've got pretty soon we have 150 billion, 200 billion of collateral. And as our Bitcoin NAV expands, our capacity to issue credit increases.
So what he's saying is they are going to buy all the Bitcoin, as he has really said it here. That's true. Yes, we are still watching Michael Saylor because he said he's a man of his words. Of course, we are looking at it. As you can see, the market is still really projecting something here for us. And then if you look at it, a bullish candle is trying to form here. We are praying that this bullish candle that is trying to form here will really, really make impact for us. If not, indeed, the market will, again, if indeed it breaks the least lower low that it has set, then indeed we are heading towards down again. Thank you for watching this Crypto Lord Nick. See you in upcoming videos. Bye for now.